Hey guys, welcome back in. Going to continue this abandoned run. Now I want to continue to make my way towards the center and shop for interceptors. Maybe throw together an emerald base and activated emerald as well. Still have those two resources to find. Hopefully find a gas giant as well. So I can get all my blue system bases put together. I think that's going to be it for bases. I was thinking about farming some stuff here, but I think I just want to get moving. I am going to rename this base because I want to be able to get back here. I don't even know what this system is. Oh, this is purple. I think I do want to come back here to run around some. Does it even look like during the day? Alright, and slush purple. Because I still have a few creatures left here. Plus, it seems like there's a lot of stuff that I can dig up. Just make sure. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of room in my ship now. Alright. I'll get moving on. Because I still had. I think these are all underwater. Yeah. Looks like there's a lot of just resources that are on this planet that could be beneficial later on. Alright. Oh, it's a trinary also. Alright, let's go work towards the center. Alright, this has a gas giant in it. Yeah, cause I'd like to be able to get a couple of these bases out of the way if I can. And also, I need to find like a volcanic planet because I need to put down a basalt farm as well. I'm missing that resource. I don't know if they like reduce the amount of them or what the deal is, but I don't think I've seen a basalt planet. I know I've seen a bunch of volcanic planets, but none of them have had basalt on them, so I'm not sure what's going on there. What's this guy look like though? I don't want to land with something ugly. Not bad looking. What other planets we have? No, I think that lush planet had didn't that had regular quartzite? Yep. Okay. Oh, we got a fungal mold. Oh, that's distant as well. Oh, there won't be anything there though. Oh, and actually, this planet has gold and silver. So, I might throw down a platinum planet, actually. Even though it's going to be completely useless this late in the game, but be good for later on. Actually, I might spend a majority of the stream in this system. I'll just go in here, grab all my freebies. I think get that activated courtside out of the way first. Looks like we got a GEC system, probably. Yep. You can almost tell by this back room what it is. Just talk to that so it's in my system list. Wow, that's not a very good space station. Alright, nothing back here. And I want to visit the terminal back here because I want to grab as much metal plating as I can. I have no idea how much I'm going to need. I really don't have all that much. Now the 48 plus whatever's in my backpack. I should check this real quick. No, just carbon room. Should be good on gold. Oh, I got gold nuggets anyway. It should be good. Let me rip this out of here. Run this off real quick. Yeah, I meant to run this thing off last night. Yeah, I had a bunch of that that junk that you can refine down into nanites. So when I went to log off last night, I threw down a medium refiner and started to refine that off. I did like 150 of that goop that turns into the viscous fluid, I think. I got through one refining process of that, and then I just turned around and sold the stuff. It takes way too long to break all that stuff down. Alright, and get rid of this mirror too. Yeah, I was just sitting there watching the counter go by, and I'm like, no, this sucks. I'm just gonna sell this stuff. Well, if that Sporo planet here has, I thought I saw more than that. Oh yeah, I got 3 of them here too. Let's sell that white item. Yeah, I wonder if there's more than one planet in this system that has dissidents on it. Alright, so I've got a little extra metal plating now. I just like to keep this stuff somewhat organized. Alright, let's head down to that gas giant, get that one out of the way first. And it's been my first time on a gas giant outside of the expedition, so... Actually, I think I've been on one other. The same thing with the water worlds. When they first came out, I ran around, but I only did like one system. So we'll head down there and see what we've got. Alright. Well, at least we get daylight on this side of the planet now. See what we've got down here. land right here. Looks like as good of a spot as any. Alright, we've got an A-class right in front of us. They did a good job on these planets. They look really good. The skyboxes are really well put together. Alright, we got salt, which we don't need. Let's go refill this. Ride it out. That's why you want to watch your jetpack here. Run right into the thing. It's one of those things where I probably should just have my exocraft. I'm going to try to do it on foot though. Alright, there's my ship. Yeah, you always want to make sure you've got a decent charge in your jetpack on these. Worst comes to worst, dig a hole. See if there's anything on the other side. I probably shouldn't have gone that far away. Plus not having my hazard charged probably wasn't the smartest thing. Charge this one too. Yep. Now we're getting belted. Looks like I made it back just in time. We'll hold this way a little bit. Well, I said I wanted to use a gas giant for this, so. Yeah, actually, are there... I don't think there are trading posts here. There is. Yeah, it's on a different planet, okay. I was gonna say, I don't think there are on the Giants. Trying to use areas that are somewhat flat. Looks like this planet's actually pretty flat, so... I wish I had another heat protection mod. I have no idea what I'm actually looking for. It all looks fairly decent places to land. Try to land in a valley. It's not too bad. It all looks good. Well, decent. Oh, let's. I don't want to mess around with that. I don't want to be clipping through stuff. Even though nothing should happen, but it'd be like the 1% chance something does. Try this out. And move away from here. I want to, where I land, I want to be somewhat close to my hotspot. So that way I can just jump in my ship if I need to. There. Alright, let's find a new spot. Starting to feel like this might be easier with an exocraft. I don't want to run around too much on foot. especially in permadeath, because let's see what the gas is. Because I've never actually built a mineral base on one of these, so I'm not sure if the helium, I would assume, would be gas, but I'm not totally sure. No, the quartzite's a mineral. Oh, come on. Okay, we have methane. See what else is here. Not looking good. I wonder if I should just put down a... I'd rather not do a bunch of separate bases. I think I'm probably going to end up using my exocraft. I think it'll just be easier than running around on foot for this. Especially if I keep running into little twisters. Okay, so we got a gas and a mineral. Let's see what this is. Okay, so helium is a mineral. Alright. So that's good to know. Because I tried looking on the, what do they call it, the wiki or whatever. They don't really tell you anything. Not very well, stated what it is. So, gas, over here. Oxygen, come on. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's even like an actual mineral gas on these. Jump back in here. Actually, I'm gonna step out for a second. I want to look to see what all the resources are on these. So there'll be a cut here in the footage. Okay, so I checked the wiki. It looks like the only thing, there's no gas here. There's just the activated quartzite and crystallized helium. I just found the crystallized helium spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my ship over to that. Way I'm close to it. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down an exocraft and see if I can find activated quartzite now. I'd like to have it just be one base, not two. I think exocraft would probably be the best bet, especially on permadeath. I don't want to really try to chance anything. We'll jump out here, go down roamer. Alright. I've got that. I'll just use my ship as a marker. So there is no gas. Oh, another thing. Jump back in here. I'm gonna turn this back up a little. Hopefully it won't be too loud. I know these storms can be pretty loud. Alright. Okay, that's electric. Where was that gas? There's a gas here too, somewhere. Right, so I think I'm gonna head over in this direction. See if I can find another hot spot. I also have, is it salt on this planet? Whoops. Okay, so that's gonna mess things up a little bit. And scan. That's still locked in. You just put a new life support in here. Oh, I thought I had more life support than that. Oh, it's because of this thing. Fuel. I don't know why it just doesn't fill it completely up. So hopefully the quartzite hotspot isn't too far away. We've still got, how far away am I? 600 units? I'll go just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Now I'm heading the other direction. I feel a lot safer inside of an exocraft doing this. At least I don't have to worry about being picked up by a storm. Still nothing. So we'll grab that. Oh, that's a B-class hotspot. I didn't realize that.
Extreme temperature detected.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I don't fall in any holes. Don't think I'm far enough away. Okay.
Thermal protection falling.
Okay. Off in that direction. Launch right over here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, they definitely did a good job making these planets feel real dangerous.
Thermal protection falling.
Ooh. Yep. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. Gonna jump back in here real quick.
Stabilizing. Technology recharge.
Oh, okay.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Nope, we're staying down here.
Temperature levels stabilizing. Extreme temperature detected.
So I can probably just toss another one up there. Alright, what direction is that? Just do it from underground. It's just going to be easier. Because I'll probably get over there and it's just going to be salt anyway. So. I go the right thing. And got bedrock. Alright. There we go. Yeah, the safe way to do it. Why does it always seem like this stuff changes as you get closer to it? It's like you're constantly spinning. I can't see what. There we go. Alright, we got quartzite. I'm actually a little surprised. Alright, so how far away is my ship? That's going to be my marker. 5 minutes. Alright, get up to the surface.
Extreme temperature detected.
I can't get a good reading because all this junk's in the way. Yeah, just put down a marker here, I guess. Love that big giant rock heading right towards you. Alright, so get to about 45 seconds, I'll see what my hotspot layout is. See how far away it all is actually. I must have left a marker where that methane was. Let's see how far these are away from each other. Why can't I exit? 600 units. 500. Okay, so I will have to stretch. God, I really wish I wouldn't. I'm gonna do 2 different bases. I'm probably never gonna need to come get this stuff. Oh, the quartzite I'm gonna need for that exocraft backpack component, whatever. So I'll toss this one up first. Hopefully I have enough stuff on me. If I don't have everything, I should be pretty close. Just toss down the base computer right real quick. Got a tornado right on top of me. Alright, animation, you can stop. Hold on, enjoy the ride. That's the problem a lot of people have with this is they panic and they use up their jetpack while they're up in the air. You just want a jetpack right before you land on the ground. Down. There we go. Problem is your hazards going down at the same time, so a bunch of things happening all at once. Jump back in here. I try not to be in my menus when that stuff's going on. Let's see, recharge this.
Technology recharge.
Give it a few seconds. I'm not too worried about my hotspot strength. So what I'm more focused on is getting a building put in. Let's see. I don't like to build directly on the ground ever, so all I'm gonna do is put down one of these, good, and let's get a building put in. That way I have a place to stand. Actually, bring out a floor. Go stand in this hole I made, actually. That way I'm not getting knocked out of build camera. Alright. Man, I still got allergies kicking my butt this year. Alright, let's toss up a building. At least now I'll have a safe place that I can stand, not have to worry about anything. Alright, and toss on my door. There we go. Yeah, I would have liked to have gotten both bases right in the middle, but I don't feel like stretching my boundaries out. Planets like this. Put down the save button. Alright, now what's my strength here? 13%. This stuff out of here. That way we can get a pretty decent reading. Will be good enough for me. That's the only thing I needed out here. So we should be able to put the rest of the base together right from in here. Same deal, 2 panels, 1 battery. And don't even think I'm gonna bother shrinking my silo. Let it go right through there. Actually, just move it over here. That way it's not in the way of my not in the way of my teleporter, which actually make sure I build enough power. One more battery. Definitely not a fancy base. It's about as simple as you're gonna get from me. And probably... I never have carbon nanotubes, I always have to build them. Alright. And I'm not even going to bother with a landing pad here because it'll be one of those bases I just warp into and warp right out of. I do want to move this though. Yeah, I'd like to be able to access my computer from inside. But I don't want to put the computer itself inside because all it does is take up room. Alright, so activated. What's a... Alright, that should be all set. I never checked this though, but alright. That should take, what, about 4 hours, I think, typically? And what time is it here? Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Is there a storm right behind me? No, just electric. Alright, so now I'll head over to that methane. Want to check my protection. That's alright. Should be able to get there without refilling. Alright. See if I can get over there without falling in a hole. I forgot that I can just summon my my exocraft when I fall in holes. I always forget about that. And I barely ever use exocrafts or anything. So, mainly because it's faster for me to get around on foot, typically. That's not what I'm looking for. That must have been that first hot spot I found. Oh, that's the helium. How far away is that one? Where's my ship? Oh, I could have used that. Oh wait, no, that's the same stuff over there, where my ship is. Yeah, those are both helium. I want to make sure I fill this thing up.
Technology recharging.
This thing eats through condensed carbon, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, when I was doing, I did a fugitive run, and I used my my exocraft quite a bit. What I was doing was I was harvesting plants as I was traveling, and breaking it down into carbon, condensed carbon, just constantly feeding it into my exocraft. Every time I came across a patch of plants that I could harvest. Alright, this is a B class also, so I didn't lose out too bad. Wait, I thought my... that marker was for... Why was my ship so far away? Why did I went to the wrong thing?
Thermal protection falling.
That's where I want to be. I don't know why I moved my ship to... I just moved my ship to the wrong marker. Yeah, I'd rather just take this thing. Actually, let me grab metal plating out of there. Yeah, I moved my ship over to, I think it was an oxygen hotspot. I meant to move it over to here. Alright, let's just call my ship in. I gotta jump out for a minute. At least I won't take damage in my ship. Alright, I will be back in just a moment. Alright, let's get this base put together now. Let's toss a computer up here. Looks a little nicer up here, so. Alright, luckily it looks like no storms this time. It's a shame because I kind of would have liked to have put a base in between these, but that's just too much to stretch out here. Let's see what I can get for a reading.
Thermal protection falling.
$57 will work. Jump down here real quick. Dig a hole. I think that was a tornado going through. But I wanted to recharge this before I got too carried away. Actually, just charge that too. Oh, I thought that was a storm. Alright, run back up. Yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry, so. Now, I don't want to build right next to my computer because the game remembers where your computer is. So when you teleport in, your ship will actually be. A lot of times, your ship will be inside your building. So I want to avoid building right next to it. So my building here. I'm having a heck of a time just trying to navigate the friggin' menu. Alright, let's move that out. Toss on my building. Alright. Jump inside here, hopefully. Hide in the corner. Pretty sure that's headed right towards me, so. Alright, and that's down there. Alright. I'll do the same thing with this one. I'm not going to bother shrinking my silo. Again, it's a base I'm probably never going to really visit. A quartzite one I might for a few times. You get that backpack upgrade that I want to do, and if I ever need chromatic metal, I can always refine that here too. Alright, get that in place. And get a save button. And move this over. Alright, and I should have enough stuff. Yep. Should be good there. I'll do the same thing. I'll put down 4 solar panels. Do them in a line. Two batteries. Alright. Run power back to here. And run my pipe. Get rid of that. Alright, so this one should be all set. Just change the color on this. Alright, and crystallized helium. Give it a little screenshot, and I'm actually going to teleport back. Go upload base. And I'm actually going to just teleport back to that other base. I just want to make sure everything is running down there. So I forgot to change the color of the base computer. I just like to keep things color-coded on some of these. Especially if I have more than one base on a planet. everything's looking good here. Make sure that's running alright. Looks good. And change the color of this. Purple. And get a new upload, a new picture also. Alright, so those two are done. One thing I do want to grab though, if I can, is some... Actually, can I see that building part in here? Let's see, technology... suit. Thing. Okay, so I do need both of these, so I'm gonna go see if I can dig up you know, like a stack of each of those, the quartzite and the helium. That way I don't have to wait for the refiners to do their job. Actually, you know what? I'll just stop back tomorrow. Where's my ship? That's why you don't want to, like, my base computer was over here and my ship is right next to it, so that's why you don't want to build like right on top of your where your base computer originally is, because if I, you know, had shifted my building over a little bit, it'd be right in the middle of my building. So alright, I think I'm done here. And you know what? I think with the other bases, I do want to build. I know in this system that there's a gold and silver calcium planet that I might use for a platinum farm. There's also this lush planet. I think that's the one. With regular helium and quartzite that I'll build on. And of course I can't scan it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to warp towards the center. I can come back to this system and build those bases. But I want to continue to push towards the center. If I can find one of these that is dissident would be nice. It just makes finding a ship easier. I'm looking to get another interceptor. Well, at least I get that quartzite and stuff out of the way, and tomorrow I'll just swing by, grab a stack, then I can build that that exosuit, exocraft summoning thing. Alright, what do we have here? Doesn't look like a frozen planet. Another frozen? Oh. Must be over here. Gonna be another frozen, but this one's probably dissident. Oh, nest. Alright, so we'll head over there. I hit the space station first. Bad is my inventory looking though? Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Let me just refill that. Get rid of some of this stuff. Actually, I can burn that off into glass. Got all this salt now. Alright, so I did use quite a bit of pure ferrite. Alright, so let's go see what we have. Oh, nanite machine. Sometimes it's worth checking these back rooms. It's nice if you can find one of those in a Lycan system, be able to get 3 nanite machines at once. So, grab that glass. What I want to actually do is I have a small thing of magnetized ferrite, so I want to burn that up to pure. Alright. Head down to that nest planet and see what I have for a camp. Light blue grass. Might be marbled too, white and blue. Oh, just blue. Alright, and pop a map.
Navigational data received.
Doesn't look like too bad of a pretty good looking planet. The stuff looks cool, but it's kind of it's a pain to try to get around some of these. Especially they have these big white, like, almost reminds me of like tumbleweed plants. They're just a pain to try to navigate around. I always make sure I do these wheelbarrows first, because if I don't, I'll forget them. There goes our buddy. And I'll toss down a beacon. I swear, every time I put one of those down, I end up switching to my terrain manipulator. Alright, let's get this unlocked. Whew. So we got 16, 5, 11. I wish they didn't kick you out of this menu after you unlock the seal. Alright, and it's the multi-tool. B class. Not bad. Still holding off for an A class pistol though. There it is. For some reason I can never find my ship when I land at these camps. I'll look right at it, but I just don't see it. I'm so used to using an exotic that, and I use the same exotic on most of my saves, and for some reason I can never see my ship. The ship just does not look familiar to me. It's not bright yellow. Alright, and we have I always look at the whole thing. It's actually not a bad looking interceptor. I think I kind of like this one. Too, it is. It's a sequence. Why? Alright, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Alright, and delete it from the log. Actually, if I leave that in there, I'm gonna fly back to that camp and try for another one. See if it will send me to a different ship. I'm starting to get used to this one, but I still don't like the cockpit of it. I really should have flown around it a little bit more before I upgraded this stupid thing. See if that will send me to another one, or if I have to clear that other one out. I think that's probably the same. I don't know, it kind of looks like there's two markers right on top of each other. I think it's going to be that same one though. I'm just trying to avoid having a bunch of ships in my inventory again. Yeah, it almost looks like there's two markers right on top of each other. Yeah, it's that same ship. And there are two different markers. Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid loading up my inventory with a bunch of these. Let's just take it and try again. Oh. Demonic brain. I'm actually looking for the type of interceptor where it has separated wings. You know, the ones that unfold. This is one of the better looking ones though. I'll try another one, see if I can get an A class. I'm unsure what the other one I have is. might just go and use this. See, this kind of has the same problem as the one I'm in now, though. I don't like having those things on the side. See, if I could have found this ship without those, I would have really liked that instead. It's actually a nice looking ship, too. It's too bad. Alright, let's go over here. Maybe eventually I think we're gonna get customization on them at some point, so be able to build the ship I want. Run up here. Run back and claim that one, and then try another. I don't want to get too hung up on it though, because I still want to try to reach the center here somewhat soon. Hopefully next week. Yeah, I still have like 500,000 light years to go. I think I'm at like 570, 580 right now, so. It actually goes pretty quick, but it's boring, so if I do most of that just off stream. I'm mainly streaming right now because I wanted to get those other bases built and hopefully find an interceptor. We're just gonna claim that. Like, I don't need the money. I got 600 million. You don't really need money in this mode unless you're buying slots for stuff. So we'll just claim that. I want to make sure to interact with this too. Ethesium, yeah, it's not worth it. So, but you can get like walker brains and stuff out of those autophages, the broken things. Alright. I'll head back to my marker. Yeah, the game gave me pretty much 2 A-class interceptors right off the bat. And since then, I've had horrible luck finding A-classes. I've probably found like 2. And they've all been, you know, C class and B class. I actually like the looks of the ship here, so I wouldn't mind finding an A class. I don't want to waste all my materials trying though. Well, I got enough materials to get like 9 ships, I think. So yeah, I still got quite a few. Ship. We'll see what this one is. And at least these are pretty quick to do. It's not like you have to go find a bunch of a certain material. Like, as long as you prepare for it a little bit, they can, they're pretty quick to do. It's not like you have to go out and find some random element every time and bring it back to the ship, you know. You just go over to the monolith and interact with it. Alright. What do we have now? It's another C-class. Probe the brain. Yeah, it's not like you have to go get some random mineral in order to pick up the ship. Same thing every time. Why did it send me back there? Well, ancient site. There we go. So I'm gonna try one more after I grab this ship, and then I'll move on to the next system. I don't want to get hung up here. I mean, I could run around and do this for hours. So, yeah, have like a 9-hour stream of just me running around and collecting and selling interceptors. What I might do is, actually, I'll do it in the next system. I'll just get rid of these interceptors so that they're not in the way. Yeah, because typically what I've been doing with the C-class ones like this, if I don't care for the ship that's there, I don't even bother. I just take the brain and refine the brain into nanites. But I kind of like this ship, so I'm hoping to find a better class. So that's done. Make my way back. And I am going to grab this guy too while I'm here. Hoping he has an echo on him. Nope, inverted mirror. Just give them a few seconds to calm down. While I throw it around. Yeah, throw those radiant shards on here too. You can always burn those off for more nanites. Actually, I think I can only do one of these at a time, yeah. Fortunately. Alright, so head back to that camp and try one more. We can find the camp. There we go. So hopefully that one will be the A class. Trying to stay on top of some of these nanites too. I already got some of the salvage data adding up. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually just gonna pull that beacon using the next location. I don't plan on coming back here for anything. Let's go see what we have. Is everything like 20 minutes away? Alright, let's see what this beauty is. Another C class. I'm not gonna bother. Just leave it like that. Check this. Rusted metal. Not interested. Alright. So I just want to go into my log now and make sure I abandon that, just so it's not taking up room. And I'll head over to the next system. Yeah, that way I only have to actually scrap 2 ships. We'll make our way towards the center. Okay, that's a dissident purple. I was actually kind of hoping to find a green over here. Yeah, that's green, but it's not dissident. Alright. I'll go over to this one, I guess. Only 1 planet, 2 moons. Actually, if I run around for a little bit longer, I can probably harvest those 2 bases I just built. Or I can just grab them next time I'm on. Alright, not that one. We have another planet here. Behind that. That must be the dissident one. Alright, so I'm gonna hit the space station. Oh, there's another planet over here. Isn't that the one I just scanned? Yeah. Now, I'm gonna scrap these. I'm probably not gonna bother with this system actually. I'll probably just warp right through. I want to get these ships out of my inventory though. But I got some other stuff to kind of shift around. Oh, I want to that out of there. Actually, refill that.
Technology recharge.
And God, I wish I would stop doing that. Oh, where are those? Toss those in there. Okay, so go grab the freebies, scrap the ship, and are there only 3 planets here? Yeah, it's way on the other side. I'm not gonna bother, I'm just gonna warp through the system into the next. Alright, got prismatic feather, so I actually do want to sell those while I'm here. I don't want the space police to give me a hard time. Rip those out of here. Put in some more. I know I have more. There we go. Trying to stay on top of that stuff. Alright, now let's rip out those ships. And I'm not going to bother dismantling that, just scrap the whole thing. Did I end up with 3 of them? Oh, that's got the same name as my main ship. I didn't even realize that. So I don't want to scrap my main ship. I'll scrap that thing. Oh, this one's got rockets in it. Actually, what does rockets give me back? Okay, I actually will take that. Because I can use that copper right now. Alright, scrap that one. Make sure I don't have any, because Crimson's the other one, that's my Explorer. This is Crimson one. Oh, I must have forgot about scrapping that. Oh, actually, that's got a cargo deflector. Yeah, I will store that. And is there anything else? Nope. Grab this out. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on top of this nanite situation. Alright, so scrap that one. I think I'm going to warp to the next system and toss down a base. My allergies are acting up, my eyes keep watering, so I'm probably going to have to cut this one a little short. I was hoping to get more stuff done, but I have to keep wiping my eyes. Okay. So I will install this. I think I have it unlocked already, but I just haven't built it. I just will have that in there. Install these and break them down. Oh, that's for actual crap. This is actually pretty good for a B class. Alright, go sell off some stuff. Sell off a few of those too.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
should open up quite a bit of room. Yeah, a lot better actually. What are these? That is shield sprint. Yeah, no good. I should hold on to those. I don't know how many I have back on my base. So, warp over the next system and toss down a computer. Yeah, I was hoping to play longer tonight, but I have to keep stopping to wipe my eyes, so... yeah. Allergies are kicking my butt this year. The worst part is I wear glasses, so I have to constantly, you know, rip off my headset, take off my glasses, wipe my eyes, and just gets annoying after a bit. And we'll warp in here, find my distant planet, toss down a base. I do want to hit the space station first, though. That way I don't forget to do that. I'm trying to get some of those slots to these things, storage augmentations. I had pretty good luck with getting them to drop out of space stations. Seem to get like one out of. Actually, there was one station the other day. I got 2 of them out of. I'm hoping to be able to repeat that. No, sell this data though. Oh, there's one. So they are fairly frequent, probably like, you know, 20% chance, something like that. These nanites. And see which one of these planets has dissident on it. Yeah, actually what I'll probably do is I'll probably just fly right down to the camp and toss down base computer there. As long as it's not like a stormy planet or something. Alright, so it's not going to be that one. You can't see those planets. Okay, that one's distant. What is this? Doom Jade. Oh, I'm in a green system. Alright, that actually works out good. Are any of these planets activated? That way I can, hopefully just start here tomorrow and get my 2 emerald bases built. Activated. Not activated. Alright, so this system won't work for me. I want to keep them in the same system. I don't want to have planets all over the place. Oh, maybe that is low atmosphere. Nope. Yeah, I'll have to find a different green system for that. Yeah, I always like to try to keep my bases together like that, have, you know, emerald and activated emerald in the same system. The same thing with, like, I try to use up as many planets as I can. I don't want to keep, like, doubling them. A nice looking planet so far. Oh, it's in here. I need to get some more of these echolocators too.
Locator received.
Some of these desert planets can be really cool to look at, you know, to run around on. Like being out in, you know, like Utah or Arizona, stuff like that. That type of deal to them. Yeah, this one has those cool trees on it too. Yeah, I do like those trees. That I will start off by grabbing all this stuff. Might as well just solve the riddle too, and then put down the base computer. That way I don't have to worry about using a beacon either. Alright, so we got 1713. I will take a quick spin over to that and see what it is. We have a rifle, B class, a pulse spitter. Alright. I'm just gonna toss the computer down. Yeah, because if I don't go see what that ship is right now, it's gonna be bothering me all night. So, let's just rename this. System. Alright, and again, where's my ship? Over here. Yeah, I'm so used to having this bright yellow guppy I use. If I use any other ship, for some reason I just can't see my ship when I go to run over to it. Alright, let's go see what we have. Not too bad looking. It's kind of similar to the last one I had though. This one's got a freaking thing under the bottom though instead of on the top. That can be almost as annoying. This is a C class. I'm not gonna bother with it. So at least tomorrow when I log in, I know that I can just take right off. So I'm going to go into my log, abandon that. And what I'll do is I'll fly back to that base computer and just do a quick save. That way I don't have to waste my time tomorrow coming over here and doing what I just did. Yeah, I'm not doing this to get money, I just want to see what the ships are. And plus I can use that brain for nanites. The bad thing is I wasted a echolocator for it, which is kind of a sucky thing. So actually what I might do tomorrow morning, if I get a chance to drop stuff in tomorrow, I might just go claim a bunch of those ships just to get the brains out of them, or you know, yeah, to grab the brains out of them. It's fine. Well, actually, you can only do one at a time though. Yeah, I don't want to be selling a bunch of ships. All right, I think that's gonna do it for me, guys. I'm gonna see if I got anything in here to pull out. Alright. That's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks guys for swinging in, and I will see you next time. Take care.